Yeah, we want to quickly move on to the next one, which is a home game in our building next weekend. There's games that go this way where we feel like it was a missed opportunity here against a good team to climb the standings even more. We just, all of us, the staff, the players, I think we know that wasn't our best stuff. And against good teams, this is what it can happen. And like always, the wins, the losses, we always look hard. We learn from it, but we want to get home, get a good, proper week of training, and then get ready for next weekend.
All right, we'll open up to questions now, starting off Braden Nurse from the Denver Post.
Chris, appreciate some good chances can play out of the gate, but what wasn't working for you, or what did Vancouver do well after the first 10, 15 minutes or so to limit what you did offensively?
Yeah, Braden, the start was good. Right off the kickoff, we get a corner kick. We're in their end. We had a good start. They have good players. They got off the side a few times and got behind us. So it didn't come from a lot, of disorganization or anything. We just they made a couple of plays, and I think when we look back at it, we can do better in those few moments that probably end up costing us the game. It's a good team, so we it's not just a one-trick pony too, right? You have Brian White up top, a strong midfield, and then they have speed on the flank. So just a few moments that lead to the goals and letting them off the side. We didn't handle that well, but it's part of it. It's part of it. There wasn't a whole lot that I think they were doing that upset us too much, but they won a lot of the individual duels and little moments that we could have done better with. So, yeah, we'll have to look at that and improve in those areas.
Braden?
Yeah, Chris, both goals I thought came from balls kind of being fit into tight spaces before the finish, between defenders. Just are those things you kind of just tip your hat to, or was there something in those moments you think could have been better?
Listen, they both come from, we let them off the side. So oftentimes we're talking about forcing the ball wide, winning the ball wide. And a few of them, we're outnumbering them. But they wiggled out of a few spots, and then they have good passers, clever movements in behind our back line. It's just little moments, Braden, so it's I'll have to look closer to analyze, but I think when we look at it, you'd say we'd want that back. We got to get better in those decisive moments to deal with clever, good players, because this is what our league is. So I think we're coming off a game where we were really, really good at some of this stuff and really proactive and aggressive. And when we lose that a little bit, we lose a lot. But it's like many losses will come. It's moments we got to do a little bit better with. But I take responsibility because I knew that's some areas that could hurt us, and I'll have us better prepared next time.
Braden again.
Chris, I think 9 shots on the night, none of them aren't on target, and I feel like some of that was due to maybe not getting into rhythm offensively, especially in the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. Was there a feeling like maybe some of that was self-inflicted given some of the turnovers, or what kind of led to that kind of offensive struggles tonight?
Yeah, look, it's a different surface. They're very comfortable on the turf. It's a new surface for us. They're playing on that it's a hard surface. It's the ball's a little more lively. So some of these little transition moments, Georgie got himself into some good spots right where we wanted him, and the ball's jumpy. It's just these are little fine little margins, but other nights that comes off for us. The play with Josh Atencio, big transition moment. It's a big moment, slowing down just a little bit, just little moments. But this is what it is, just getting sharper and better at all those moments in the game. Defensively, offensively, little transition moments, but we just get back to work. That's our process. We're looking forward to next weekend. We'll learn from this one as always, but yeah, it's certain moments got away from us.
We'll go to Sydney Cohn, Province Digital.
Coach, I hope Vancouver were scoreless in the second half, but went into the locker room knowing you were 2 down. What was kind of the message and the tone of that locker room, knowing you needed a turnaround moment, multiple turnaround moments in the second half?
Yeah, the tone was we're calm. At halftime, we make some adjustments. We want to press them a little bit more aggressively out of a mid-block and not let them build their attack so easy. We knew that we pressed higher, it can open things up a little, which it did. But we wanted to change the rhythm of the game, which we did with some high pressing, some more launching a press from a mid-block. We created some more transition. We put out a few fires. I thought we got a reaction for sure, but Vancouver defended well. They defended the box well, and our guys came out and put a big effort in the second half, and I thought they went after it. So that's what we wanted to see most of all, a behavior right after halftime that pushed the action. The guys did that, and other nights maybe we can get that first goal. We tried to push it with wingers early in the half, Yappy coming on. So wasn't for a lack of effort, but we'll get the next one.
All right, we'll take 2 more questions. First one from Braden.
What's your thoughts on Vines making his return, and just what has kind of impressed you about his journey back to health, and what do you hope he can provide on both ends of the pitch moving forward?
Yeah, look, Sammy's he's an attacking left back. He's technical. He's smart. He can handle the ball. He had some really clever passes into Omir and behind the back line. He helped that little spark that we were looking for to attack a little bit more with width in the second half, and it's good to have him back. It's good to have some guys like him getting back into the team. Gives us flexibility. And we know when he's healthy, he's going to keep getting fitter and sharper. When that's the case, he's a real threat on that side for us. And I thought for his first minutes back, he got thrown out there, and I thought he had some good energy and helped the spark in the second half and showed his quality in a few moments.
All right, we'll take the last one from Sydney Cone.
Coach, you mentioned looking ahead to next week against San Diego here at home. Right now, about 70th minute, they're up 3-0 on Seattle. What are you going to look to prepare in training to meet the demands of a high-pressure, high-energy team like San Diego that's coming off of what looks to be a big win for them?
Yeah, it's another good team, another good test for us. Another team with good players. They're built for possession. They're intelligent. They can build their attacks from deep. I think they're going to let us see how good we are with our pressing and our ability against the ball. It should be a fun matchup, but it looks like they'll come in with a lot of confidence. And listen, we never shy away from playing the good teams, and like we did to Charlotte last week, same thing. But in our building, we're going to ramp it up and we're going to go after them.